new 1203 Barrett TV revival episode. And if that is the last one, go and check it out. And in this episode, I am going to be doing my ranking on worst to best Slide 3 villains. Yes, I have, since we have now completed Slide 3, in the last Slide game that I'm able to play, since, I can't do Slide 4, but I will I can, if y'all want me to, give my thoughts on what I thought of the villains of Sly 4. Since I'm not able to actually beat the bosses in Sly 4, I could give my thoughts on what I think of their characters. If y'all want me to do that, right? Because again, I have seen what the villains are, all the villains are of Sly 4. But if y'all want me to give my thoughts on what I think of their character of the villains, I'd definitely like to do that if y'all want to see that. But yeah, again, with Slide 3 being the last one that I can properly play of the Slide games, I am going to be giving worst to best. But at the end of the day, I do like all of the villains in Slide 3, but just when it comes to their actual boss fights, I would say, in general, is what I'm ranking as well. And again, I have done the same for the first and second one as well. Starting with the first worst one, I would probably have to put it with the Mask of Dark Earth. Just because, yeah, it's just prying it off of Carmelita, basically. And would you actually consider a boss fight? I mean, I'm adding it on here. I don't know if you would necessarily call this a boss fight because, there's no health bar or anything. But I did want to add this just because.
Hope he steers clear of the local mob boss, Octavio. Growing up, this guy used to be a real celebrity in the neighborhood. Everyone loved to hear him sing opera and said he was destined to be the next great tenor. But just as his career started to take off, musical taste changed. Suddenly, it was all about rock music, and no one wanted to listen to opera anymore. He held on to a few fans, and it was these mobsters that took him into the business. Heading onto this guy's turf was dangerous.
Then we go to the first one of my favorites, and that is Don Octavio, which, yes, is the first proper boss of the game in the first episode of the Fear of Opera episode. And yeah, I do like his character of him being an opera star. And yeah, he's crazy as well for being an old man, I can definitely say for sure. But yeah, he's definitely a really cool boss. I especially love the whole scene with Murray, though, that you do not mess with Murray, though.
Oh! That does it! I'll floss my teeth with your spine! The Murray return!
Their boss, the Black Baron. A big-time dogfighting champ up there in Holland. He's so good that he's even set up an international competition called Aces to attract worthy opponents.
The next one on the worst one is, I would probably just put the Baron. Yeah, I feel like the Baron could have definitely been a little bit more better. I mean, he isn't my personal favorite, but, with him actually being Penelope as well. But, yeah, not one of my personal favorites, and I would just have to put on him.
Who was abducted by a powerful general from the northern mountains. She was to be the bride in a forced marriage to this unscrupulous ruler.
Next on the best ones is General Sao. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I really do like his character. He's absolutely crazy, especially kidnapping the Panda King's daughter into doing a forced marriage. And yeah, I really do enjoy his character. And yeah, he definitely shows how evil he is. Definitely a really cool boss villain I do enjoy.
Dr. M.
And the last one of the worst is Dr. M. He was just kind of not very good of a final boss, I would say. I kind of had too much more potential and high hopes for him, but he wasn't really that great of a final boss to me. I just really didn't really find a lot more enjoyment of Dr. M, being the main villain of the game. I just had, I guess, a little too high hopes for it because he was a piece of cake. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dr. M.
Be still my heart and quick me blade. 'Tis time for a duel. You and I'll make the mating dance of death.
First one that wins the best of my favorite, the best villains of Sly 3 is LaFoy. Yes, LaFoy. I really do like his character, and definitely my favorite of the Sly 3 villains. I especially love his fight when it comes to Penelope and him on the bowels or on the top of the ship, fighting it, doing a sword battle. Like, yeah, definitely a fight that I really do enjoy. And these are my worst to best villains of the rankings on the Sly 3 villains. And overall, again, I do like the designs and, of them in general, but these are my personal favorites if I had to rank them. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think, though. Again, let me know if y'all would want to see my thoughts on what I thought when it came to looking at the different villains from Sly 4. Again, I'd like to give my thoughts on what I thought of them when I was watching the story cutscenes and saw them. I'd like to definitely know if y'all want to see something like that. Yeah, because I spoke.